have slipped. Talk about a self-defeating prophecy. We're going to push down his poll numbers, and then we're going to say, see, he can't win because his poll numbers are down, so we're going to push him out. It's an astoundingly spineless exhibition by the Democrats. I've summarized American politics in one sentence. Republicans have no principles. Democrats have no spine.
Professor, you talk about the polls. You're quoted as saying, it terrifies me that we have democracy by the polls. That is the worst way to run our democracy. You've been a strong critic of the polls and you've been shown to be right over and over again that the polls are wrong. How dangerous is democracy by polling?
It could not be more dangerous. You know, the polls are snapshots. They are abused as predictors. And as snapshots, they shift all the time, and sometimes massively. In 1988, George H.W. Bush was 17 points down to Mike Dukakis in the late spring. You know, the pollsters and the pundits all wrote him off. I wrote at that very time that he's a shoo-in to win based on my keys to the White House. Of course, he's running on the record of the Reagan administration. He won by nearly 8 points, a 25-point shift. After Obama's disastrous debate with Mitt Romney, he went from 8 points up in the polls to 4 points down. And again, a lot of the pundits were writing him off, and he won very handily. If you believe the polls, Donald Trump should have withdrawn in 2016. And of course, he won. Worse than that, the pollsters deceive you. They claim the error margin is plus and minus 3%. But that's pure statistical error from sampling. That's the error you would get if you had a huge jar of green and red balls